In showbiz, performers are a triple threat when they can sing and they can dance and they can act. With the first impression, you are a triple threat when you use your hands, your posture, and your eye contact. They're what the top TED Talkers use on that little red carpet, and they're what you should use anytime you enter an arena or if you're going to interact with someone. Now, we talked about posture in the last video, so now I'd like to talk about using your hands to communicate trust. Remember, studies show that people only hear between 7 and 45% of the words we say. So we use our body language to help communicate beyond our words. Now, as I just mentioned, the top TED Talkers use a very specific mechanism to instantly build trust with their audience. And that's your hand gestures. The least popular TED Talkers used an average of 272 hand gestures. The most popular TED Talkers used an average of 465 hand gestures. That's almost double. And Simon Sinek, who's one of my personal favorites, he topped the hand gesture chart with over 600 gestures in just 18 minutes. Now, this effect isn't specific to TED Talks. Researchers Robert Gifford and Margaret Wilkinson, they found that top job candidates who used more hand gestures in their interviews were more likely to get hired. So why do hand gestures have such an impact? Because hands show intention. So think back way again to our tribal days for a moment. When a stranger approached our tribal ancestors, the best way to tell if that stranger had good or bad intentions was to look at their hands. Were they carrying a weapon? As strangers introduced themselves, our ancestors watched their gestures to make sure that they weren't going to reach out and maybe attack us or steal our personal belongings. And studies today show that when we meet someone, we make eye contact with them, and then our gaze falls immediately to their hands. Even though in modern times we aren't often subjected to physical harm, this survival mechanism remains. When someone can see your hands, they feel more at ease, and they are more likely to befriend you. Now, this is an easy one to implement. Whenever you walk into a room or you're waiting to meet someone, keep your hands out of your pocket. Now, I know, putting your hands in your pocket's so comfortable. This dress has pockets. I love it. But every time you put your hand in your pocket, your first impression could suffer. And they might not know why they're feeling uneasy, but they're internalizing what they see, and it gives them a gut feeling about you. Now, pockets aren't the only problem. Don't let desks, purses, laptops, or anything else block your friend makers. Whenever possible, keep your hands above the desk in a boardroom, on a table during a coffee meeting, and out of your purse during an event.